Welcome to the video for the insurance demo. This demonstration is a business and profitability management application for the insurance industry. The application covers a wide range of business areas and presents a compelling story for how ClickView can help companies improve profitability across the board. In this video, I will take you through some stories contained in the application and show you how to use it and how those stories can highlight business discovery. If we take a look at the application, you can see that we've adopted an internal tabbed approach. So we have a dashboard. We can analyse policies, claims. We can look at something called loss ratio, which is common in the insurance industry. We have some internal tabs here where we can look at a map, a Google map indeed, to show our geographical performance. We also have some what-if analysis. In the application as well, we have something called a customer mix chart, which is a standard ClickView line chart, but what it enables us to do is easily see in a visual manner how our different dimensions are linked. So here you can see some heavy lines between the age, the gender, marital status, and the customer mix. So the heavier the line, the more people, the more policies we have in that area. If we go back to the dashboard, I'll take you through a story we have in the application which lets us analyse claim performance. If you take a look here in the bottom right of the dashboard, you can see that we have year-to-date claims volumes and also the value of those claims and the value that the insurance company has paid. You can see that the claim volume has actually dropped 6.7%, which is good. We have less people claiming against our organisation. However, we can see that the value of the claims that we have is increasing or has increased year on year at 1.9%. Now, this would make us believe or make us think that we have some large claims that make although our policies, our claims are dropping, our values or the amount we're paying out as an organisation is increasing. If we move over to our claims tab, we can analyse this data further. So if we take a look at the claims sheet, we can see that it gives us the ability to analyse our claim information further. We can analyse the data by using the list boxes down the left here, countries, line of business, channel, etc. We can also use the date selections across the top to analyse further. Here you can see we have a chart that gives us our claims over time. We have a cyclic drill button here which lets us switch between claim volumes and claims paid. We have the actual claim detail here as well, which is very powerful, the fact that we can have the detailed information and the aggregated information in the same place. And we also have a scatter chart here which shows us paid claims versus volumes by policy, so we can see where our heat lies. If we go back to the story I was talking about, you can see in the dashboard that although our claim volumes, the number of claims is decreasing, the amount we are paying out as an insurer is increasing. We want to understand why. So at first glance here, I can see that we have an unusual peak in the data around January 2012. This is something I want to investigate because it could be impacting the amount of claims we are paying out. And indeed, in this chart here, we are currently looking at claim paid. I could revert to volumes and see that our volumes are actually falling. So something we want to focus on, moving back, is the claim amount. So if I drill in or select this peak on the chart by holding the mouse, we can see in the table down here we have some unusually large claims, especially the top two policies here. So these may be two anomalies or something that is affecting our overall payment amount. We can highlight those in the table, select them, and we can understand and start to investigate more about these individual policies or actually the policy holders. So if we move to our Learn ClickView sheet, which you can do using the button in the top right, you can see we can look at the makeup of that customer using our standard list boxes. And here you can also have a play with the green, white and grey and the associative logic and the power behind ClickView. So you can see that they are British, see where they live, they are married, they are male, and they are senior people between 70 and 90 years old, and it was a medical plan covered by the life business. So this will help us understand the demographic of these large claims and maybe reassess business that we have. One thing we might also want to do is remove these two rogue or problem policies from our data set to understand if these were having a direct impact on our business and misleading us. So if we take off our date selection, we can then invert our policy selection. So by right-clicking our current selections box and selecting Select Excluded, it will then remove those two policies that we are looking at and select every other policy, so invert the selection. If I highlight Select Excluded, you can see now that our claim value over time is a lot more intolerant, so to speak. And by moving back to the dashboard, we can also see that now our claim volume, yes, is still decreasing, but our claim value is also decreasing. So those two problem or rogue policies, those two high value anomalies, did have a large impact on the dashboard. So at first glance, we could see that we are paying more, but actually it wasn't as bad as we first thought, because it's actually only two rogue policies that are affecting our overall headline number. Now, I've just taken you through one key story in the application. There are others to be found. But what I want to show you as well, for the remainder of this quick video, is something else we built into this application, which is a mobile piece. So you can see here we have two iPhone screenshots taken from my iPhone. The application contains a document extension that picks up the device that you are using to analyze the data. And if it is a small screen device, like an iPhone, you will see that you get a different user experience. So you can see with the dashboard on the left, we've just taken some really high-level KPIs and displayed it in more of a mobile interface. But also on the second screenshot, you can see that's the Policies tab. And again, we've streamlined it and taken fewer objects, and also given you the ability to drill into the data using the Filters and Current Selections button in the top right. So if you press that, you'll be presented with a larger list box that you can use your fingers with. But again, this is automatic, so I would suggest you go to demo.clickview.com and via your mobile phone rather than your iPad or your desktop, then you will get a different experience and you'll get a mobile interface, which is fantastic.